What's going on today, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today I have a quick review to show you guys. It's a new version of an older watch that was really popular from Pagani Design. It's their PD 1701. This is definitely one of the most popular watches from AliExpress, paying homage to a very, very popular watch from a very popular watch brand. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so here's the watch, and I'm just going to go ahead and put the box aside. We've seen these Pagani Design boxes. I will say they do give you a NATO strap with this one. But it's just going to have your little user manual and your warranty card that's not going to be dated or signed. So not much to show you there. This does come on a bracelet. I took it off the bracelet, and it's really not easy to put the bracelet back on. I didn't want to damage the watch, so I just left it off. But I'll show that to you in a minute. This is going to be different from my other reviews. I'm not going to do a full review of this, and I'm not going to stick to any real bullet points like I usually do. I'm just kind of going to wing it and just, give you my opinions on it, because this is the version 3. I did a review of the version 2, and there was a version 1. It had a mismatched date wheel, and it had the silver hands. The version 2, they fixed the date wheel and matched that, but it also had silver hands. So now they have the color match date wheel and the white hands. So this looks very, very similar to a watch that we all know and love, I'm sure. And yeah, I think they did a really good job. I praised the version 2 because I really liked that one as well, and I actually didn't really mind the silver hands. But now that I see these white ones in person, I gotta say they're much nicer. It suits the watch definitely better than the silver hands did. But yeah, very happy with this so far. The case finishing and everything is exactly the same. I don't see any noticeable difference, but I will say, like, this is probably one of the best finished Pagani watches, in my opinion, at least the head of the watch. The bracelet, we'll get into that in a minute, but yeah, it's very well finished. I like the design on the back. Some people think it's cheesy and kiddish, but I actually think it's kind of cool. It gives the watch a little extra something to talk about. So you could see probably from my reflection in the watch, there's no anti-reflective coating, so it is very reflective. That's definitely one thing I wish they would upgrade. Dimensions of this watch, I'll go over it real quick. It's 42 on the case, but it's 40 on the bezel, so it wears more like a 40. It looks more like a 40. And the lug to lug is a nice 47.5, I believe, which is pretty good. Thickness, I don't know offhand, around I think 12.5 or something. It's not too thick. It's reasonably thin, and it wears really nice. It's definitely a very comfortable watch to wear, and I definitely prefer it on some type of a rubber, leather, tropical strap, NATO, anything but the bracelet that Pagani gives you. I'm sure it would be nice on a nicer bracelet, but I actually just kind of prefer the look of this watch on a regular strap, though. So the movement is the same as the old ones. It is the VK63. It's a Seiko Mecha Quartz movement. It's a nice movement. You got the chronograph running right now. I didn't even realize it was running, but yeah, you got the nice sweep of the chronograph hand. The seconds hand down here, subdial at the 6 o'clock, that's the running seconds. That still has a regular tick, but you have the 4 ticks per second sweep of the chronograph hand, which is nice, and it's a very accurate movement. I really like this movement. I like all of these Mecha Quartz movements from Seiko. I don't know why Seiko doesn't use them in their watches, and I really wish that they would use them in more micro brands, because they're really good movements and they're inexpensive, so they can put them in a good watch that they can put a lot more work into the finishing and detail and quality of the watch, and put one of those movements in there and have a nice sweeping seconds hand with nice accuracy. So I really don't know why they don't use them more, but I wish they would. Price of this watch is on sale. I got it for $70 from AliExpress, or $71, $72, something like that, right around $70. And I would definitely wait for a sale if I were you, but if you don't want to wait for the sale, you'll probably end up paying around like $85 for it, which is still a great deal. I don't recommend going on Amazon for this because they do mark up the price quite a bit, but if you choose to do that, if you really want fast shipping, that's an option as well. So I'll leave links for both, but yeah, AliExpress is just a much better deal. Alright, I'll just show you the functions of the chronograph real fast. So you see it's already started, but to get it started or to stop it, you push this top pusher. So if I want to stop it, do that. If I want to start it again, but I'm going to stop it again, I'm going to reset it down with this bottom pusher. And that's going to reset this hand, which is counting the minutes on the chronograph, and it's going to reset the second hand. So there we go. Nice snap back into position. Works really well. And I believe this movement is accurate, I believe plus or minus 10 seconds per month. Very good accuracy. So here's the bracelet it comes on, and at first glance it looks pretty decent. It's really not a bad looking bracelet at all, and it looks very similar to the watch it's inspired by. But when you get a little closer, there are some rough edges, and this is the exact same bracelet as the old version, and I did say that it wasn't too bad, it wasn't too much of a hair puller, but I also didn't have as much wrist time with it at that point, so it definitely will pull some hairs. It's sharp on the insides. They definitely need to clean that up, but it's all solid. It's got separate links. These are 5 separate links, and you have a nice milled clasp. The clasp is pretty nice. This is actually one of my favorite Pagani design clasps. The only issue that I have with it, though, is that they add this stupid diver's extension, which is totally unnecessary. But it is nicely finished, and you got a nice polished chamfer on the sides there, and it's got 3 holes of micro adjust. It's got the milled upper and lower, so it's pretty nice. But it's just they need to clean up the insides of the bracelet because it just pulls hairs way too much. But it does have solid links and solid end links, which are right here. So, and they're female. So I mean, if you can look past getting some hairs pulled out, then you might like the bracelet. So wrist shot today, I'm wearing my San Martin. This is the SN020G, I believe. And yeah, I have a review on this. This is one of my favorite watches in my collection, and definitely one of my favorites from San Martin. It's just an awesome watch. I got it on tropical strap. It comes on a bracelet. The bracelet is awesome, but I just wanted to switch it up, and I think it looks really good on this. Gives it more of a sporty look. So I love it. And the Pagani is a very nice watch as well. It looks great on wrist, and I think it's just so versatile. This is such a strap monster. It goes well with a leather strap, with a tropical strap, with a regular rubber strap, with stainless steel, anything, NATO, you name it. It's nylon, whatever. I'm telling you, this watch looks good on pretty much anything. Probably a Milanese too. I didn't even try that out, but I'm sure that would look good also if you're into that. It's not really my style, but it's just such a versatile watch. I think they did such a good job, and I think it's just, obviously, aside from that bracelet, I think this watch is an absolute steal for the money. For $70, if you could pick it up for $70 during one of those sales, I highly recommend it. I really enjoy this watch. I think you guys will too, so definitely give it a try. It's worth it for just to pick one up for the price that they're charging for this thing. So hope you guys enjoyed the review today. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell icon to be notified when I release a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and remember to keep watching out.